Shami, no more it's a lady. That's a Shina. She like Jaconi Jamia, or Daddy, make a boat. Somewhere more coming over, going to baby. And never said that he can die. I miss you, show oh, make me cry, my city. You're funny, you're funny. Oh, what's only I can show my baby. Maria, and I'll be Maria. Oh, make me cry, my city. You're funny, you're funny, you're funny, you're funny. Small of my soul, yeah, I can show my baby. Maria, Maria. I'm a big guy, more baby, more India. I can't be like my guy, like my chip, like a guy. What you want? Ni want some more, they want some more. What you want, you know? Oh, my Jaconi Jamia, my daddy, make a boy. Someone more coming on, going to baby. And I'm a second, we can't die. And this is your Maria. Oh, make me cry. You're funny, you're funny, you're funny, you're funny. They show you Maria. Swallow my soul, yeah. I can shoot my baby. Maria, I'm the mama. Oh, make me cry. You're funny, you're funny, you're funny, you're funny. They show you Maria. Swallow my soul, yeah. I can shoot my baby. Maria. I got surprised when I saw that my head was stuck there. I was trying to raise my head. And on TikTok it's not coming up. But thank you so much. That's nice. Happy birthday to Councillor Lutot. Happy birthday to Councillor Lutot. Thank you so much for not celebrating me. I mean, one of the nice and dry birthdays I've ever had is this one, especially when the birthday is falling on Sunday. But I'm happy because my birthday is celebrated 1 month. So it goes Maria. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have come to love the song many years. Anywhere I go and there's a live band, they are sure that the song that I'll give them money to play for me is Maria. 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 I met you and been chasing you for 2 years, but it only took me 2 months to be able to talk to you after 2 years. It makes a lot of sense. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the School of Marriage and Relationship. Can you just tap, hit up the tab, and let's begin to share what we have for our friends. Tonight, we are learning a very simple thing, how to respect your husband. So I think that yesterday after the lecture, there were a lot of issues that came up via WhatsApp and phone calls that were coming this morning. I think that a lot of us lost where the connection is coming from. And why do they lose the connection? they lost the connection because the truth is I combined the topic. So I think I need to treat women and then treat men after treating women. So today, if my Abner Sugar is here, Abner Sugar, if you're here, try and let's see if what was not working could work today for us. So make a request, my love, and let me see if I can pick you. Then we go from that end because I can't lose Abner on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I think it has worked. Clap your hands for the Sugar Ray, Sugar Baby, Sugar Baby, Maria, Maria, Abraham Maria, Abraham Maria, my Lord. Abraham, welcome. Thank you very much. Yesterday I missed you because it was not working, but today I think it's good. Is that okay? I don't know. Even today, me myself, I was trying to raise my head on TikTok. It was not coming. I was shocked. Hey, I mean, I ain't check. You know, what happened? I'm okay. I'm doing well. I mean, it's a birthday mood, and thank God. I'm grateful that the Lord have added 1 year to my year, and I'm growing in more wisdom and in more grace. Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I celebrate my birthday the whole of the year. You know that my PA is 16. I have three PAs. The the first is the first is 16th. The second is 21st April. They are all April. And my wife is 27th April. My daughter is 1st April. And I am 13th April. My brother-in-law is 6th April. I have a goddaughter who is also 6th April. So, and I have a woman who is very dear to me that is part of the people that God uses me to support her. She's 12th April. And a lot of people, I have a lot of April borns around me. So by April is packed. So I celebrate and end it either on the first week of May, usually, or the last day of April. So this year, the first week of May, I will be celebrating my birthday. And lucky enough, the 3rd of May happens to be the birthday of one of the illustrious sons of the land, Prophet Dr. Emmanuel Bilikubi. One of the few men who look at my face one Sunday and change my life by giving me a car. Nobody has given me a car as a gift before. He did. I went to church to visit him, and when I was leaving, I had to find a driver to drive my car, and I drove his car home. I mean, his birthday is coming, and the birthday is on the 3rd of May. So I'm celebrating mine on the first week of May, which is the 5th of May. But one of the most boring birthdays I've come across is this year. Usually, when I start my April, I have a lot of people coming alongside shouting, "Counselor, your birthday! Counselor, it's your birthday!" But this season, I'm not. It's very quiet. I don't hear anything from anybody. Well, somebody said something to me this afternoon that the fact that my birthday is quiet means that something good is going to happen to me this year, and I just hope it's that my wish will just come to pass. I have 3 things I have asked God, and may the Lord do it for me. But today, I'm alive. Yesterday, so on Monday, on Monday evening, then Sunday dawn, one of my workers, I saw that he was lying helpless. And when I asked a friend to check, Mini Fiole, okay, oh, boss, oh, boss, oh, boss, ow, ow, ow. And the guy was crying, Mini Sandy, Egbo, no, one of my workers. So all I did was I just asked God that may the Lord touch him and heal him. You know that I was sitting here this afternoon and they came to tell me that, like I'll hear bad news if there was nobody around the place. The guy's BP has gone up, his sugar has gone up, and he went off. By the grace of God, they rushed him to the polyclinic and he has survived the shock of his life. But as we speak right now, he has to be taken to the physiotherapy department because his left hand is right hand. And the doctor says they brought him early. If you could have been coming from far, we could have heard of bad news. It made me sad because I'm now this life we are living in. Enkwa yo, enkwa, you. Oh sorry, na the chuna, the sour, then in tokwa, then we were teaming, then we were coming, then the meaning in kasa, the we are me huna na me bofro me, ye benya den afimu. Ye jina ye nya botre, na wiase ni nya ye dia. Bi owo sika bebre kra ye nyina ya dane no. Bi owo esoro ni asase, alaja suma banda kra wawu. Owo soro, owo asase, the first man to own an aircraft, to own a ship in Ghana. Wawu. Na yen swear, yeah, I think a pesca talk. Yen danya me to say you I was very shocked. Na Emma me dream yama bebre. Ebium abna echo of view and so. I hope that she'll be able to come back because she's a moderator. I mean, check your ideas. I'm not a moderator still now because he be what's happening here? The co-host. Yeah, no. All right, so that's what I was sharing with. I was sharing with Abna. Abna is a moderator still. Still, Abna is a moderator. On Evik. So there's no problem. Abna, you are still the Oga Kwata in the place. I don't know why you keep going off. Could it be network or you had a phone call? Well, I wanted to ask Abna a question before I start the show for today. My motivation is coming, and today's motivation, you will love it. You will love the motivation. You will definitely love it. No matter who you think you are, you're going to love the motivation that I have for you today. Let me say a big thank you for you coming. Well, the conversation continues on part 2 of what happened yesterday. How to respect your husband specifically. You must respect your husband is a command. Like I said, yesterday we said it's by force, but I realized that it's not by force, it's a command. When something is a command, you need to find yourself in a luxurious position to be able to enjoy it. By force comes as a result of being put under pressure so you can be able to absorb what the discussion is about. But it's a school of knowledge, power, strength, and liberty. So we are learning. Does my husband respect me? I have to read what I just saw. I just saw something. What did she write? Was it then? Was it, does my husband respect me? I go to write, should my husband respect me? Does my husband respect me? Who was that? Let me see if I can see the person. Are you the same person writing that? I just saw a post. Adriana Hima, does my husband respect me? Okay, so you are going to learn to know who must respect who and who cannot respect who. It's a very, very simple thing, and we have to learn from it. Okay, thank you very much. Abna, you're back. You're back. You are still a moderator. I just checked. So whatever it is, we'll correct. When you leave 10 times, we'll bring you back 10 times. All right. So Abna, I had a simple question I was asking today as I bring you food for thought or wisdom for the day. I told you that now I'll start with wisdom of the day. Abna, are you aware that every woman is supposed to at least have 3 times sexual intercourse minimum so they can burn 600 calories? If you are able to have 3 times sexual intercourse in a week, you burn 600 calories, which means if you are a woman and you are not having sexual intercourse, you have traveled, you are on fasting, you are not in the mood, you are tired of having sexual intercourse, the environment is not conducive for you, a situation has blocked you from having it, it means your calories are increasing, and very soon will announce that your cholesterol is high. So Abner, I want to encourage all of you from the Sex Bible. By research, 2024 current research, women must be encouraged so they will have sex at least a minimum of 3 times in a week. Abner, I will not ask you so that you feel guilty, because there's guilt all written on your forehead. So that if you are not having sex regular, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you to increase it now. Look, it's good to be healthy, and if you want to be healthy, have regular sexual intercourse. If you ask me, if your husband is trouble, what should you do? I have no answer for you. I have no answer. And this is for the women. And so, minimum 3 times a week. The one who is able to do every day in the week, which is 7 times. So, if 3 times in a week you are burning 600 calories, then what happens to you if you are doing it every day? Because somebody will want to ask, if you burn calories and then what? Ladies and gentlemen, you have to first go and check what are the benefits of burning calories. What are the benefits for a woman to burn calories during sexual intercourse? And you will learn a lot from it, because calories in the first place are something that blocks your bloodstream. So if anybody tells you that sexual activities cannot burn calories, the person is not serious, because sex is a form of exercise that can help you shed off weight and keep fit. On average, you can burn approximately 85 to 150 or more calories in a single sexual encounter. You understand? So at every sexual intercourse, especially when you squirt and you are excited and your brain pulse are open, it's not when you are pretending, but when you are really having good sex, where you don't know where your phone is lying, where the ringatone of your phone is not a distraction, where a particular pain and hurt in your heart is not a distraction. Because there are people that they have sex and during the act, they feel distracted because the one having sex with them, they are hurt. As a matter of fact, when you are hurt, they don't attempt doing it. But Abna will always tell you, nothing will block her from enjoying herself. So any woman who have very, very good sexual intercourse, you are able to burn 150 calories or more, depending on how nice and sweet the encounter is. When it comes to men, men may burn more calories because they are those who are doing the thing compared to women, since they are more likely to be more physically active during the act. You know, the banking and the moving up and down, harder, faster, harder, faster, harder. Oh, this push, this is it, this is it, my Kwaku, you are there, do it well. That motivation that pushes a man to do causes a man to burn more calories than a woman. So if you are burning 150 calories in one sexual act or more, then if you're having more of the act, the more calories that you burn. So what are bad calories? Usually, when we say people have bad calories, typically we are referring to the calories that we get from the food that we eat. Mind you, high added foods that contain high sugar, unhealthy fat, and lack of essential nutrients. We do more fiber, so calories are serious things that happen to us. Somebody will ask, what are calories? Now, anytime you hear the word calories, spell as CALORIES. Calories, we say they are a unit of measurement that quantifies the energy contained in the food, beverages, indicating how much energy your body can potentially get from consuming them. Now, these things, when they come into your body, they have a role they play. But what does excess calories mean in the body? Because if we are talking about excess calories, meaning consuming more energy in the form of food than the body needs or burn through daily activities, the excess energy is stored and become fat in the body. So literally and easily understanding what calories are. Calories are these excess that becomes of nothing in the body through the food we eat, but ends up to become fat. And they become fat that can block in our veins, fat that can cause us to become obese. So when people are obese and they have a big body and all is not working for them, they are those that we say that they have higher calories. Now, does calories and what do you call it? Is cholesterol and calories the same? Now, we have heard the word cholesterol and we have heard the word calories. Calories and 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 what's the name? And cholesterol are not the same. When we say somebody has high cholesterol, cholesterol is a type of fat, specific liquid that is formed in animal products, meat, high cholesterol. So when we say people have high cholesterol, what we are trying to mean here is that, and it is some fat that has come into the body cell. Why calories are the measure of energy primarily drained from the micronutrients of the carbonated food that we eat, or food in general. So cholesterol and calories are not the same. So you ask, does calories causes cholesterol? I'm answering all these questions that you are asking because my motivation here is burn more calories. While excess calories can contribute to weight gain, which I said earlier, and the risk factor of having high to become fat directly, high calories that is not burnt can lead to fat. And when you have fat, then high cholesterol, which is caused by fat, could lead you to what we are fighting. So we will not say that calories causes, we cannot say that calories causes cholesterol, but it will be easy for you to have high cholesterol if you are not burning enough calories in your body. Most of you eat, you keep going off. I don't know why. I don't know why, Abner. I think it's network, but we'll fix it. Maybe check your network and let's see. So when we say somebody have high cholesterol, it means that your fatty or fat in your diet in your body has become higher because of the diet that you do. But in all these, one of the important things I want us to learn today is burn more calories. Exercise will do. But the most effective exercise that you can do to burn calories is to have regular sexual intercourse. Abna is gone off again. Abna is gone off. I don't know what's wrong with Abna today. The difficulty is okay. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for my host. I have a challenge, and I think I can do it now because of the. It's difficult to get this thing done. So Abna, I'll keep connecting you the more you drop off because I can't do this work alone. That is factual. I cannot. I can't. It's not been easy. When Abna goes off, I find it difficult. Abna is not here. Vic is not here. It becomes so difficult for me. So I will do everything for me to be able to have Abna a co-host. Abna, I'm searching for you again. Ladies and gentlemen, give me just a few minutes because I can't do this work alone. If Abna doesn't come to help, and I don't know why, Abna is already there. So invite Abna, you're already there. So inviting you again, I think something has happened to Abna, so I can't unfollow you. Sorry. Trying to get why it's difficult to. Yes, Abna is a moderator. Abna, you are a moderator already, so it's difficult. You can pin, you can do live recording, manage multiple guests. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for those of you on YouTube. Sorry, I'm going to come back. My co-host has not been removed, but she's having a challenge. Okay. Abna, you're still here. Like I checked yesterday, you're still here. So let's continue the business of the day. We're good to go. Don't worry. We'll be there. Okay. Trying everything to make sure that Abna is intact. Okay. Abna, you are still here. You are still Abna Sugar Crash. And you are still a co-host for the show. Let's hit the screens and invite other people to come. Our numbers are too low. Our numbers are too low. I'm going to make a request. I'll pick you again. Our numbers are too low. So I was sharing with you the importance of burning calories. And the more you burn calories, the more it will help you so that your cholesterol level will also be down. Ladies and gentlemen, health is wealth. And if you have good health, your wealth and riches are higher than any other person. So I want to encourage all of you to burn much or more calories. And one of the fastest and easier way of burning calories is to have, as a woman, a maximum of 3 times in a week sexual intercourse. And when you do that, in every 3 weeks, regular sexual intercourse will burn at least a minimum of 600 calories. For men, the more you have sexual intercourse, the more calories that you burn because you do more of the activity than the woman. But a woman who will have good sexual intercourse, good one, and I repeat, not masturbation, not using dildos. I'm talking about coitus between a male and a female, burns as minimum as 150 calories at every sexual act. So if every sexual act I'm burning 150 minimum, then if I do 4 times, 150 times 4, you know what I've just done to my soul. So let me encourage all of you that sexual intercourse is the best thing that gives power. A man who often gets angry is lack of good sexual intercourse. So let's do it together because the power, sex has the ability to empower the brain of a man. A man with lack of good sexual intercourse has low IQ. His thinking cap is not correct. A man that constantly have quarrels with the wife is lack of good sexual intercourse. When a man has good sexual intercourse, hardly does he pick up quarrels with the wife. When a man constantly keeps arguing with the wife unnecessarily, it means that his lack of good and proper sexual intercourse. My friend, if you're having good sex and your sexual life is respected and honored, I came to tell you that it will be difficult for you to fall out of the game that we are having. So, women, have sex. Whether your husband is travel or is around, have sex. Because you see, one of the good things are that if you are not able to have good sex, it will affect you. And when it affects you, nothing can take it away. The other part is that the rest of you who are waiting to have sex after marriage, may I encourage you to be very careful that you don't masturbate. Because masturbation is a mental deficiency that cannot easily be cured. Anybody who masturbates and have the opportunity to say that I masturbate and arrive as any other person will do. So I don't see the importance of, as it were, announcing XYZ. Hear this, hear this. If you can't tickle yourself and laugh, why do you want to masturbate and arrive at orgasm? So people who masturbate have mental deficiency. They have been able to divide their body and made it useless and not useful. So they end up tickling themselves and laughing. Because if your own male organ is being stimulated by you, not with you in hand, not with you in the picture, not with you around the success story, but constantly is to demean you, is to do XYZ, they will pay the price for it. Because the secret of life is if anybody breaks out to you, keep them. Don't fight them. Well, this is my motivation for you. Everyone should make sure that you have sexual intercourse a minimum of 3 times in a week. God bless you for taking this advice. And for the men, make sure that you ejaculate 21 times. 21 times in every month. The issues that are walking up, coming up, looking forward to is one of the most important things you have to learn. Love yourself. Love yourself. When I say this and I'm not able to continue my lecture and I end it here, my motivation will go a long way to assist you from all that you're going through, especially with regards to relationship. Good night for the first part of our lecture. I want to see Abna. I am confused because she's not here. But whatever it is, Abna Sugar will come and we'll continue from here. So my question this day is how to respect your husband. All right, so that's it. But let me ask a simple question, and if you make a request, I'll pick you. What's the simple question? The simple question is that in our activities as husband and wife, I just want to ask a simple question. After sexual intercourse, who must say thank you? After the two of us have made love, who must? The word is who must, not who should. Who must? So, if we're asking this question, we are asking for a specific reason. So, I want to encourage all of you, start having sex. Whatever medication you are on, BPO, start having good sexual intercourse and you recover fast. But the question I asked before I left and came back is, after sexual intercourse, a good one, of course, that you know is good, she knows is good. My question is, if, I repeat, if all right, so let me continue my lecture from here. So my question is very simple. After sexual intercourse between the male and the female, a man and a woman, who should say thank you? Or who must say thank you? Who must say thank you after a good sexual intercourse? Rich wife.
Alpha.
Welcome, my dear. How are you doing? It's a Friday.
Yeah.
How was
Good
school?
evening. I'm good. And you?
I'm fine. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
God.
So I've encouraged you to make sure that you have at least 3 times minimum sexual intercourse to burn some enough calories from your body. So please go ahead. Have fun. It's not easy, eh? And men are doing 21 times ejaculation within a month. And some of us, for some bad reasons for us, we've not been able to burn a lot of calories. Now hear me, for the men, the more sexual intercourse you have, the more you avoid prostate congestion. So women, listen, prostate congestion is a process where the prostate glands become congested. Hence, it leads you to renal functioning issues, and then your prostate become cancerous. So wives, for you to assist your husbands, allow them to ejaculate 21 times in a month. Abena said this thing some years back that she will not say because they are not in talking terms. She will hold on to giving access sexually to the husband. And this statement was a profound one earlier, like I said. So I want to encourage every woman, please and please again, encourage your husbands to have 21 times ejaculation, good sexual intercourse, not masturbation, not masturbation. So I'm asking, after good sexual intercourse, who should say thank you? I'm listening. After good sexual intercourse, who should say thank you? I'm listening, please.
We the women, we should say thank you.
Okay.
At least to appreciate what the man did.
Okay. Why do you think it's essential for the woman to say thank you to the man after love making?
Because at the end of the day, the man is using his energy and strength equally as the woman is, but the woman enjoys the most. At least.
Well, you know that this particular issue where we say that women enjoy more sex than men, it become a problem. They say we shouldn't say it.
It is. I always say that it takes carnal minds, not to
I know,
because God created men in so many ways, and they lead. And irrespective of sex in bed, yes, women enjoy most. Because the man is using a lot of. We are the receiving point. We are the receiving point, and the man is using a lot of energy. And if the man have sex with you and comes so early, you say he has cheated you. You get it? So the man, in as much as wants to satisfy you, has to hold his feelings. Make sure he satisfies you, but touching your orgasm, like getting to your G-spot, making sure that you look like.
I like the way there's laughter in your voice. I like the way there's laughter in your voice, as if you have squirted before. I like the vibe. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, when a man puts you on that show, and you know there is a song, make me squirt, make me
hey. Listen, all the things you are saying and singing, they are strange to some women. Sorry, go ahead.
So I would say that irrespective of we sometimes we try to hide our sexual feelings, and it is causing a lot of breakups.
Okay.
Which we don't know.
Okay.
Sex is very vital.
Okay.
It shouldn't always come from the man. You can start from work. Hi babe, are you okay? I'm honey. You know, such words trying to thrill him. And it's not all about, excuse my language, putting the 10 in your 10. Sometimes you can go down, give him a BJ, you know, like using ice creams, like ice cubes, your mouth, you know, show him.
Sister, take your time. Ice cream, and ice block in your mouth. What are you saying? Somebody's son. You're going to freeze the male organ or something?
What I meant is that when you drop the ice cubes in your mouth, you draw a better fun mouth. When you used to BG, you get some sensational icing, right? And you add a bit of Mentos or maybe Tom, you get a bit of mint. You know, sex is from the brain. So and it relaxes his brain, makes sure that all the brains are functioning very well. And you get it.
So men who don't have regular sex, their brain are dull.
They are dull. They don't know how life is about. And sex shouldn't be one position. You know, sometimes you have to go out of your home and have sex.
Yes. Okay.
Like going on a vacation, you're not even a vacation camp now. Well, maybe my guest house went to my bed. You have a home, but you still.
Okay, now say Munam, to say Munam Kroma no go beside guest house, we go di monu asam have a fear better. But you say no area sa. Unim say no area sa or kase or see what fall to say shawo. And then come on ye di no. I have a lot of stories to share because when we come to respect, or baby catch him say,
Yeah.
or any knuti, they be any knu person go din wabonting. Now no only your catch and say, Bema do wabonting, or whom to say show. So it's disrespect to them.
And me when they say oh here education on sex, because counselor, we the youth and women per se, we need a lot of education.
Okay.
Sometimes I always say if you feel your man is cheating, the only thing you can do is say on fire bro. Sometimes you can get stressed. You get it. But only no matter what. Into the Samuka wanting for you, Bibina say, what is show Jim so we are showing you, the other wide dream band and never amount. Why do you see yourself to be a prostitute? I said, no. And there's some to find there was a high guest house. Guest house are not made for prostitutes only. They are made to having fun. Go and have that fun, that relaxation. In fact, it brings some kind of feeling, some zeal, and it spices up the relationship. It makes it more sweeter.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes it more. And one thing that we don't know, and I want to tell those on the platform, they say, having sex, our body fragrance also counts.
Fragrance me again.
What they will splash here to a room. Even if that one alone, and the choice of colors you use.
Okay, as in choice of colors, as in Pioto, Brazia, Anna, and bedsheet, Anna.
Exactly. Yeah, bedsheet count, Pioto, bra.
No one will share Pioto, sir.
One share Pioto cry, your beads has to count. Colorful beads, crystal beads.
Okay, crystal beads.
Like it sends a message straight to his brain.
And mama be so who when you answer on the to krona no here beats so color and fun who sa tokro and tokro but you said and nani them and no here.
No, making sure say you are always juicy. You shouldn't be drunk. Yeah, because about we juice, yeah. Your husband will always love to have sex with you, and the counselor, you know that.
I don't know this one, but you are saying it. Okay,
so I'm telling you, you have to be juicy. So you eat healthy foods, like say cucumber, your fruit. It helps. It builds hormones, and you more juicy.
Okay.
It's a acronym no pair. Oh, did the wine no. You get it? Yeah.
Charlie sister that's a pa. We are jam. And the rich wife, they are kind in our water. I don't have to. 600 calories you burn if you are able to have good sexual intercourse 3 times at least in a week. A man will burn 150 calories and more at every vigorous sexual intercourse. So healthy life is connected to your sex life. Obia, unti ase but then maybe on time reality say no or you're good at sexual intercourse. And when you're caution to yamu bebre enkanka asofo ya kasa obedwam ya yanji ya humeti say counselor to group die mu ya na etwe die ya na bebo masturbation ya dwimu ya le be maybe your masturbate bia is mentally sick. Or baby, Neniji Bob, battery operated boyfriend. Bob, battery operated boyfriend. Sa, the Amu battery Gumu. Or baby, when it Jihubia, who are Jimu Yadia. ATTM pa, ubi pinu jinaso, u sugar in jinaso ya bema, diche. Diche. It was stabilized. Ye kasaho. And man also to make cassette dear be wama. Person ye dear why a niaji, meaning the here few wives I see so. When you know, Ube Jammy Hawk, na saa sukɔnu ma wakɔdi ɔmo saa nkɔmɔ no wodi saa nkɔmɔ no de akɔ he ɛna sɛ na medwen sɛ kɔte a sɛ na metafere ho yi eti menka bibi nkyerɛ mo ɛntɔkwa bi a ɛsi a yɛbɔɔ me nkɔmɔ ɛno a ne sɛ ɔbaa no bɛrima no si ɔbaa no mbu no ɔbaa no si ɔbɛyɛ san akɔbu no na ɔno nso mbu no adan ti na ɔmbu no a ɔse kɔte ɔno fe ho ɛtafere ho a ɔde hyɛ n'anum no bɛrima no nso ɛde akɔbɔ ɔbaa foforɔ ama ɔbaa foforɔ no nso akɔdi enti ɔbɛrima no mbu no enti fi saa time ne besi ɛnɛ no ɔse ɔmfe ne kɔte ho bio ɛna ɛde ntɔkwa no aba no ɛna bɛrima no nso pɛ bigye ne paa enti ɔbaa no nso ɔmma ne bigye biom ade nti a ɔde ne kɔte akɔhyɛ Maria twam ɛna ɔbaa de sɛ Maria nyɛ neat ɔbaa tantan bɛrima bi adi no bɛrima no ni fɛreɛ wɔ n'anim Maria ho bɔn ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔnim Maria o si no ho sɛ Maria teɛ na ɔnwale no ho bɛbɔn waka nyɛma bebree etia Maria eti ne kunu de ne kɔte akɔhyɛ Maria ho deɛ ɔmfe ne kɔte ho bio ɛna bɛrima no nso se ɔno nso kɔte ho fifi no ka mpɛm agorɔ no deɛ kɔte ne nyɛ di ma endi Maria enti yɛ kasa deɛ ɔmo taamu ɛkɔ afe baako ɔmo ndi ɔmo ho ɛno a nso obi si ɔkɔ hospital ɔkɔ na doctor no say ne prostate glands ɔse ne prostate glands no ɛyɛ ayɛ swollen inflamed eti ɔnyɛ vigorous sexual intercourse so a prescription for the man so by that prescription the man came home and told the wife, this is what my physician says. Unfortunately for the wife, what the physician said has not gone down well with the woman. The physician also sent the husband to go and give a message to the doctor. Osi kokache doctor ne say, "Wacho prescription mawa, onya etwa prescription ka ho. Na meme twa de yemfa ansa yale." I mean, you see, some of these things, they are high standard of gross disrespect. And it doesn't help build marriages. It is, you might be right. Your husband has taken the male organ to another woman to do what you don't want anybody to do with your male organ. But the fact that it has happened doesn't mean you want to kill yourself and go ahead. So, like you said, it is the woman that must say thank you after every sexual intercourse. Okay, rich wife, who should thank who after sexual intercourse?
Counselor.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the pakwa.
Yeah.
That's like I saw. It depends. It depends. That's all I say. I told you this one. Of everything me go to my pound.
Sir.
It's the sometimes who say between mummy and no. When him say, "Hey, na the why are you?" When should him say, "Na the why are you?" And it's not always the man able to my own people.
Sir.
It might be to me. To last one to say, "Oh, man, the crowd is shining away." Like you will not even do anything. It's this and I was saying. Nipa corner or boy juma that day, and I was saying, it's not always the way.
Oh, so you are saying that women don't always be at the receiving side?
We are on the receiving side, but
how do you receive?
I'm talking about.
So the one who gives, who should say thank you?
That's like
who receive, who must say thank you?
Please come again. That's right.
Thank you. The one who receives, the one who gives, who must say thank you?
Receiver should always say thank you.
Good. And women are receivers.
But there is a time, in as much as one receiving, in as much as
so you believe that based on the way the act will go, that is what determines the thank you. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, counselor.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Counselor, counselor, minimopia, minimopia, on any kunu have sex via. Nasa oban like or to me him Belman Sana Shuna. Adichia Obeka thank you no Amaniska.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay. Okay.
It will rather encourage you to do more. And I believe that in Memman also they enjoy it like that. When sometimes you or Bani you ride the whole way now, they are okay with it. It's your oh, it's nice for you to tell your Bani say thank you.
Okay.
It's not.
I hate men that cry. No, see, I see. Tamani who ba no su. I hate men who say thank you when they are coming. Not just Tamani who ba no. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening.
Queen, I'm coming. Or say I hate men. I hate men who say thank you when they are coming. Well, Abna. Queen, I'm coming. Abna. Hey, Abna, why?
Counselor.
What do you mean come?
Listen.
Hey, I don't know when you to so Obia.
It's all count.
Obia already mint any ice blocky.
You don't see me.
Obi never can. It's the meaning. It's mint in ice block. Auntie na ako wura wuri mu. Abna who to say thank you after sexual intercourse. One is all that. Obema ni oba one is all that.
Oh. Oba timi kan be ma timi kan say hwe.
Sir. Enti obi a timi kan na nye obi a said yes. Ana pese o kire no.
Oh, oba no betina ka thank you. Be ma no betina ka thank you. Send dey mpem agoya ade ede. Ti say you obi de na so ka thank you a enya bone. Be ma no so ene de no ka thank you a enya bone.
Abnana eya wo de nti an ka thank you na the activity no. Eya wo de enya wo de say o ka thank you.
Oh, say enya say be eya wo de enya wo de be eya wo de. When we want son or when we see someone so come and you know, thank you. Like, you know, thank you for making me come. It's nice. Obama also can thank you. Thank you. I know see it nice.
I mean, when we take that target, it means that you don't come, you don't thank.
And I say now Obama go with my year.
When I'm saying so they're fine because I'm not whether you come or not. Activity need to be kosa, you don't come.
Constant na me see en kan open. Nye dey be na be di me make thank you actually. We dey nye me ntumi. Nye dey be be di me na thank you. And see it.
That's gross. That is gross disrespect.
Oh no. I
don't know anything.
No, never. 9.
Sir?
9. Mean to me, me can't be able to me thank you, so I not share the daddy.
Hey!
Daddy,
Mathieu.
Until never go be me 10 times, I'm back thank you 10 times.
Nabra, who can thank you 10 times? Abu.
Oh, so like any say here, I many that one not be, but you know, out of the blue once in a while, we can't thank you, but wouldn't me be a medicine? Wouldn't me be a medicine? Oh, I know what think I cry.
I can respect no.
When they saw boy with them, man passing.
What failure? I Benny calories.
Oh, boy, they man passing.
What failure? Yo, but why? Abna say nye de bia wan se wa no aka thank you. Nabra oba ne be ma yedi ehu ya wan se se be wan ho. Obi abepa ne ho ana.
O me de me na me pepa be ma ne ho.
Okay, na enye se be ma na be pa no anu no abepa so ho.
Oh, me de me ya ma.
Na
it's the act of romance baby.
Na omo ye di we no be at yati toilet wa show say we pa de on pa me de ehun so e.
Oh, me experience be that and no card. Me name say the be. Need the man the two na mo say jina papa ho.
E tell me say ye catch us say gina pa ho na e bia ye di we no na wa say fa toilet ro no mame.
Oh.
Twunsem na fa wives no mame. Na wives ni si hin.
Oh. Counselor na omo wie pe na oso mu dware so. Enye obi a na be paper sa o.
Rich wife, sa asem no yen ka no kre. After every sexual act, when you bath, you destroy the chemistry of the act. It's not right. Or sex before bath before sex. It's not right. Say you know, as you go get it. Yeah. And pema grow who we are, except body no rejuvenate you, except what me dana body no come back. Etu ko dware ayede, wo dware bibia betete wo ni so.
It counts the one here so be dware.
Ehun hia. Matthew said, as a sex therapist.
Yeah, what they are allergic to.
With you.
Your body they are allergic to sperm.
Allergic, you can say allergic. Allergy near day. Allergy near day, sir. You just sperm good, Chemo. Hey, you're because not just say benefit say on your sperm, you said you unya. Because say you getting sperm no come one, who back a cow there. Sperm no come one, who cow. A child in a day. Because sperm no and change traho a co. Okoye na ejuma come nutrients. Eko building walls ni. And the man said, "I just go who sperm na there." Yeah, I mean, psychological. Psychological. Hey. Say Esther, yes. Esther also say yes. Esther say yes. Not just say as of mommy for you. As of mommy for you. That's for the sperm, no. That's for the sperm, no cloak you. And that's of mommy Esther normal. Also the chum can. Nani chum sperm no one chum can. I say as for the sperm, no. Hey. Munko hospital na mo yale yale. You do we go jare.
Cancer no can na me catch on.
Mati was you by say hospital.
Jare na me mistakenly me fake. No me I may say I don't know, but me na de chi am ho be come.
Sir?
Yeah.
They say we should have visit to doctor now because any normal sir. Any normal sir. Any normal sir.
Normal.
Now the assess of mommy there. Yes, it's of for.
We are so better for some time. Better kakra. But say me de ma dia chepa de emfa.
Ade.
Also we are. There be also we are. If I'm better kakra. Say be I'm better bon komo kakra mo de da wa but also sometimes ube we kwampa to say there. What call massage na untimi sorry for free move. Like you feel as if say I said why we be cost so as a moja na go up and down to also relax kakra. After relaxation it what's me go dry.
Sir.
Yeah. After some relax, I remember who say, Moja no, I say, I don't know. Me need to be as I want to move as I was coming down kakra no. I also me go dry. I just said me body hello count out me kasa. I use either body splash and
Kasabi eba minim says if you hold if you found obi see body splash.
No. Count out me kasa.
No obi see body splash e dey a hye twem. Obi see the body splash I say twem na me nti ase wo ha na. I feel I met you because first me body splash e dey a say twem na me say me sure.
Every almost from the good baby and get him. Now, counselor, oh, say, yes, I be a made everybody in our campona. I also may roll from. Oh,
Esther, me say, Esther TMU. Esther, na me Esther TMU. Esther, me say, we na wo ye. But and say spam call one. E bon ana keka o. Enti say yes adia. Kwaya sabia ne bisa say, denti na yes sir. God is not supposed to be so. Who can ye mpo say e bia ye wan phobia ye the condom di one.
I want me feel it survive, you know.
Etina me ka say e adwim yale is a mental thing. A mental thing. And there be rich wife there do say keka no. Rich wife say keka no.
Council me keka me. I don't know my dream because the mere fact that makes me find that. But Mr. the sorry cry, I'll feel itching. I know everybody now. I'm just saying they appear with no one. I'm not understanding. And I can't start
so it's a mental thing. It is say if I'm not taking my bath, you can't touch me. It's a mental thing because to work for 72 hours with Merlin as a woman. Yes, it's a mental thing. It could be one of the obsessive compulsive behaviors. It could be an OCD. So it's a mental thing that you are growing with.
Yeah, it makes me.
But you should grow above it because it's not right. What I say? You should grow above it. It's not right. So what I say? Queen.
Okay.
Queen.
Yeah.
Queen. Oh, Queen Yana Beso can say you. Queen.
Yes.
Queen Casa. It's you.
Yes.
Queen, how many times now do 1 week? How many times now do 1 week?
Hello.
How many times now do a week?
Oh, it depends on my mood.
Oh, the mood.
It depends on my mood, though.
And what the mood need got it? No, sorry, Ale. Sister Ale.
So your friend is me.
Sister Ale.
Semi obilated, yeah. Met to get TV. Semi obilated, yeah. Met to me the crab met to me like 3 or 4 times.
Because
I want to know what.
Because who ovulated?
Normal day, yeah. Okay.
Who ovulated, yeah, who here, and to wait before another 3 1.
And don't me call, yes, and me shadow, and don't me come to so back I say, yeah, they came with the Albert say, Bama,
hey, you was it a dog?
Came with the Albert say, Bama,
a dog want to say Biani.
I don't call say Biani.
And also so when you
me home buy me to make a masturbate account.
Hey, Biodo. Hey, now shall you ovulated the idea?
Because it's dumb. It's me, I'm said dumb, sir.
Let's say when you oh oh sir, any of my buy where I am mommy Aliana una na yale.
Like me chair and son and Mr. to say media content.
Emponie.
Mr. Like
that's all the name
serious.
That's all the
Serious.
That's all the name
Oh, to be frank, I'm telling the truth. Almost 22 years and son of me.
Sister 22 now. Oh, can it say 22 sister. Now rich wife Odini who first no 31. Now who 22. Oh, then Anyan who now 22 in the year.
Oh, me so me didn't cry. Me say and can it say 1 minute 1 season in an eye cry in Yama.
Ah, and I would 22. I did 22 tina open so this baby. And I was all the baby. I'm gonna say time Odini who first. Sir, I'm not starting menses 10. Odini who already 31. I'm not starting menstruation 10 years.
Friend say yari. Counselor, sometimes you need to.
Also be already.
Obi on menstruate or by be on menstruate. Yeah. Oh man, Miss on menstruate.
Oh, baby, I'll be late.
Masturbate.
No, any Obi or masturbate bia. There be Obi or masturbate bia yale. Obi or masturbate yale. Oh yale. Who masturbate bia yale? Oh yale no. Oh yale. Don't defend it. No, it's a mental deficiency. Okay.
Mimi side in Maminka Nintia Miss
Okay.
Say Mimi chair and sana. Even Nawari Graminia 32 and sana meu. Oh, ain't he? Me you won't be worried here no. Namikaso, me chair in see the Mishami Kunas and Yamendi Nintamuno Medini now. I say. I feel that would be the Amico catch him is adding a believe the war highs and say. No pen still I didn't say what me so na me prefer say me masturbate class me better.
Maybe first question. Before over starting sex, now masturbate now.
And me need that kind of me boyfriend girlfriend like
so you are masturbating.
Once in a while.
So you are masturbating.
So I was.
Yes, so I mean you've been sick from day one. Can you tickle yourself and laugh?
Call it a sickness.
Because let me tell you why you're sick.
I can't stop.
No, hold on.
Counselor, I can't stop.
So stop.
I can't stop. So
He's not the reason why you are masturbating. You are masturbating because you are masturbating before you met him. So when he refused, then you go back to your relapse.
Yeah.
So it's like a drug. Do you understand what I'm saying? Auntie Bravo.
Okay.
Obano Auntie Bravo, the other cannot hear.
Oh, okay. On Kata Papa Bia.
Dabian Casa and Casa and one in chamber.
Okay.
And Kwana Banomi are computer babies. Obenya because a man book and same way. They see our auntie as here. Obenya but the word no. Now I reconnected to what you are saying now. But the American say, "Eti me kano obia umasturbate bia no uye ansana eti nya de be mani ka yenti na umasturbate." You are using that as an alternative from going to go and have the act itself. So it made you sick because it is defined as stimulating your own organ. If you can tickle yourself and laugh, then I am with you. But if you can't tickle yourself and laugh, then why should you be able to stimulate your male organ and arrive? So masturbation is a mental deficiency. And I don't encourage anybody to learn it. So if you can stop, I'll plead with you to stop. Don't blame your partner for the reason for your masturbation because he's not. He's not the reason why. You have an expectation. So you are having an unending expectation that once I marry, somebody can make me get there. But unfortunately, you have something that makes you get there. So the man will suffer. And that is why he was saying you have high libido. It's not that you have high libido. You have something else that leads you there, which is not the male organ. Enti wonsa ene ma ho ba. Koti entumi ma ho ba. This is nipa ne bre. Enti mba bebre e bia de utia ye say you've not replaced the organ with the hand. You want crofo ane ne diet den. Ne ho ba da. This is the nsa ko ye no. What does it? Eti na me ka se eyale. And I'll say it every day. Bema o, oba o, men ye bida. The only member masturbate no, kodi ho. The only vibrate abesha ho no, kodi ho. And yes sir, one day, ube nu who say, oh yeah. Well, me that.
I don't me call. I mean,
Okunu ni okohin.
Mr. So we took quiet and say, you man the net to quiet for baby, you know, in your way.
Shall also. Asa, shall also, won't mean shall also, Conagodi.
I couldn't know why.
Was it?
I couldn't know why.
Any available pennies or GDB on good. Asamen abenya. Asamen.
Hey,
natural born is a deadly kind. What's that to say HIV lesson? Yes, see, abstain. A, B, C. A means abstain. B means be faithful. C means use condom. So we always give you three options: abstain, be faithful, use condom. And to me, kruniwa menya den me say shall honso. The atosu mienu me say what to me shall honso a compare the obedu. What say ubenya asem didi ewu nya asem. So the first one here shall honso. Men can't tell with that say ukruniwa fa hudi agro. Eye yale kesi a wuntumi nsa. What do I say? Okay, so
but me so na me no me.
Entina me see jai. A dream yale a mental problem, mental deficiency. Men ye bio jai. Ne be man be bre e say e twa ensama ne ho ba no. Eye din say kotibe man ho ba. Enti jai.
Mate.
But that's all. Obi abasisi na me call me topic so yenko e bema oba ne bema edi omo hu wi a wan say oka thank you. The oba asisi an yenko e didn't they say
Grace.
Oh na say Grace yenko na Friday me PT topic na where pra me the trap na. Okay
Grace on
ready mate. Eti Grace in your ready there. Obi a chere na adwen. Yesua bibi. Ade ba kwa si ehunu se. Kote ne twe. Amunye pe. Na mesrew. Uhia kote a. Dima kote ne mfo obuo matwe no. Uhia etwen so a. Dima hu se wa twen ye. Bema ushi oba udi na ne humba bia no beko bunsam jam. Ade. Ade ukunu ko bunsam jam ana.
Never Kusiwana.
Ade ukunu wo ticket o bunsam jam ana.
Baby, I didn't find it yesterday. I was like,
Bomodin na di na ne humbra. Bomodin na di na ne humbra. Ene Friday. Enye bia na all night. I am paibo. Mumfa sim sum sawam aduagiri dino no fili mema oduani amani hu wo abese odi hu a ukunu ni ho kafra but I said edie bia ho faso no emfaso kese e we edie mu na make a kire wo say if a woman will have every 3 times sexual intercourse in a week you will burn a maximum of 6 calories 600 calories every sexual act. And as for men, before we finish the act, we've been able to burn 150 and more calories in one act. And to the other thing is that for a man to have good sex, what you do to yourself is you are able to make sure that you reduce your prostate congestion. Prostate congestion. Just say our prostate glands no and you're congested. If these things are done for you, your health will be your wealth. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Remo, Mundimu, Dihu, men bisa me say, na se mema ni wa amenya dan. Oba no so ne mencha amenya dan. Ene de mini answer no. Ba wo hwe ne how. Na wonya de obedi a, ka de obedi u. That's all. Edi enya awarefo de a. Eye kwoti ne twati de bo edie. Ya bo edie ama awarefo. Enti obi ka so nwale mendi hu a. Obo abro. Hwe se na rich wife chair sa 31 de na o twa age dan. Abna temusa 31 and a half. Now the day. And Mamma the Jimmy and so. Ya yendi a huntam. Yanni a tea, Jimmy sa, Yamison bonnet. And never seen I am better, Sanamo. I never point say Bama, I will try they will fear won't mindy. And you so be Pamono. But me can't wait to say, Abna can be you her. Mo amudi ebufuo akata motwe no obi anyale se mo ana mbe yale ubenya menopause na nsen ya uti betutu ohun babon otwa babon etwa yendi ebon ejire kosu na fa otwa kire ho se ugu afu se bema ne de wo kwoti akoma Maria ama Maria fi hunti undi bio otwa babon bema na ya wade ama na ya wo ya wafa wachi entu mani di bio undi bio wo na o ti fi ho ye den na so the bema ti da bi uni bema ti na o mani ndiwa o ti fi ye den o da bo ti fi ye den o ti rent ma because we are there bema bi ani oba ti a oba ni bu afu a o ma wondi no pam no ko baba mu fie pam no oba bi a o si ni bu afu enti o ma wondi no o pese a wonya prostate congestion pam no nko e ban se no oba ukunu akọ hospital doctor man prescription say the prostate glands no enlarged eti bomodin na ondiu obera no ba ebe ka kire wo no wo si adara doctor na ma wo twa nka ho adara wan ka kire doctor ni say me de mentimi nya say adwuma yi eja me twa ene erisa prostate cancer ka kire doctor say so obedi me chi dia obenya I mean, so hurting. Say, who could not go hospital about? Or by who say, then a doctor and kai. Doctor and say, maybe be I fine. Now, so me prostrate in a costro, 80 a day, 80 minute care continuous. Now, one can have a bed in me. Hey, Fred doctor and a catch as a me treat near that, yes, sir. A bear or one petri mouth. When you go, this is high gross disrespect. And it leads me to my topic for tonight. How to respect your husband. How to respect your husband. And right, yes, shall see and Michelle Mobo say, and never to uncle Monoso. It's in my back classroom. Let me welcome myself with a big clap offering. Councillor Luto, birthday boy, and then the boy is same man. So we started this lecture yesterday where we're looking forward to how to respect your husband. And I said it earlier that respect is not reciprocal when it comes to marriage. I explained to you that respect means admiration, to admire somebody and act accordingly. The reason why we are talking about respecting your husband is that your husband happens to be an authority over you. And if you learn how to admonish and give respect to the authority over you, you will enjoy the fruit of the marriage. Most of us don't know why we need to respect. A lot of us, we don't know that respect is a must, it's not a choice. Respect is not a choice in marriage. Respect is a must in marriage. Why do we have to respect? Immediately you learn how to respect, it gives you longevity of marriage. Disrespect cuts short the longevity of the marriage that you are in. Remember that women were created for marriage, and they are doing everything in their capacity to keep the marriage running. Between the gender of a male and a female, the gender that spoils marriage early are women. Even though they were created for marriage, those who cause marriage not to stand, if you put a category on them on a scale of 0 to 10, the male and the female are of close to 7.8% cause people who causes marriage not to stand. Even though they love to marry, they do a lot of things that breaks the marriage. And I'm saying that if you learn to respect, one of the key things that every man looks up to, so they will stay in their marriage either sadly or happily or adjustably or in fear, is respect. No man has anything that they will tell you they need in marriage except respect. So if you're watching me and you are married to a woman who don't give you the respect that you deserve, not as a man, but as a husband, let her go back to their family house and be a daughter to their parents. Because if your wife don't respect you, if your wife don't take orders from you, if your wife is acting as a husband, then you have lost it. Because a woman can give respect to a man, but a woman cannot respect a husband unless she's a wife. And immediately you become a wife, there are things you cannot do to a husband, but you can do to a man. Any wife that finds it difficult to respect becomes a woman. That is why it's difficult to respect. Marriage is a uniform. And that uniform called marriage brings you discipline. A lot of peace officers, for the sake of their uniform, have some things that they cannot do to themselves. I know that in the army, there's a position when you hold, commercial vehicles are not part of your rankings. You can sit in a Trotsky, you can sit in a bus, but not when you are in uniform. So marriage is a uniform. And within the ministry of marriage, there are rules and regulations. There are things that you have to hold on to so you can be able to either stay or leave in that marriage. And yesterday I said that one of the things that shows respect from a wife to a husband, and remember, I keep repeating, a wife to a husband. The reason being that a woman can respect a man, which is normal, but reasons why women will respect men are because of what they might be having from them, or because they are older than them. But it's always said, if a younger person, you see that a younger one is disrespecting an older one, they will always say that it's because you have exposed your nakedness to her. But that is not always how it is. There are girls who don't have respect at all. From the home they are coming from, they have an environmental act of indecent behavior. They have a lot of environmental deficiencies. So naturally, they are not respectful. I said yesterday that for you to learn how to respect your husband as a wife, you need to cultivate the habit of self-respect. I said it yesterday, and I made it clear to you that when we say self-respect, what do we mean? Now, I told you that when we say self-respect comes as pride and confidence in oneself. It's a feeling of behaving with honor and dignity. So for you to respect your husband, the first thing you need to know is in your discovery of yourself, learn how to respect yourself. When you learn to respect yourself as a wife, then you will follow the principle of wifeship and know what wives can do and what wives cannot do. Every day I say this, that anybody you see comparing a side chick, a baby mama, a sex mate, a cousin, an in-law to a wife has a mental problem. They are not people you can compare. A wife cannot be compared to any other thing except a wife. Because there's a principle of living as a wife. So when you begin to have comparison, when you begin to compare your wifeship to your single life, that when I was single, when we were not married, when I was this, then you are losing your self-respect. So for you to be able to respect your husband in marriage, the first thing is to respect yourself. And in respecting yourself is to discover who you are and what you have become. So yes, you are very disrespectful. Yes, everybody knows. Your mother never even thought you can ever be able to be a wife to anybody. But immediately you got married, the principle of marriage gives you the ability to discover yourself and get yourself self-respect and now know who you are. I am a wife. And in this uniform, there are things that I cannot do and there are things that I must do, whether I like it or not, because of the uniform called wife. I thought you'd clap for me. A wife happens to be the female partner or the female gender in a marriage setting. So we have different categories of people in settings. We have baby mamas, They are women who have children with men, whether married or unmarried. We have sex mates. They are women who have the opportunity to be having sex with men who have not paid their bride price. So they are sex mates. We have girlfriends. These are men and women who have decided to have platonic relationship that they can go deep, even explicitly discussing their genitalias and issues that are bothering them with these partners or these friends, but they are not sexually involved. That is friendship. And we have women who unfortunately happen to be part of the marriage industry. We call them concubines, who are part of the marriage because you only become a concubine to a man who is married. Or better still, those you call side chicks. They are also part of the industry. And a side chick is a woman or a female going out with a married man. Now, these particular statements or these particular titles have no comparison. Yes, a baby mama, a side chick, a sex mate, a girlfriend, you see them to have something in common. What they have in common is that there's no legitimacy in the life of the men that they are doing anything with. For that matter, they cannot be compared to a wife because a wife has a legitimacy. A wife can be introduced. A wife can be told, can be talked about, outwardly, and you don't defile any oath. But a sex mate cannot be introduced. A side chick cannot be introduced. A baby mama cannot be introduced. These people don't have legitimacy, legality, both in social circles and in legal circles. This is why I insist that I never want to believe that anybody can compare a married woman to a side chick. No matter how the side chick look gloomy, beautiful, presentable, respectful, you cannot compare a side chick to a wife. And this is why I will forever encourage women who are married and they know their wives never to step low to the arena of side chicks in the quest to bring sanity. Sanity for who? For who? This is why we come back to say that it becomes disrespect. If you stoop that low, or you come to the lowest point of a baby mama, a sex mate, or a side chick of your husband, to as it were, warn her. Warn her. Tell her what you have gone through. One of the things that I wish it would never happen to me is that one day my wife would tell somebody, we have struggled together to make it, and now I see people are coming to eat. I hate to hear it. If you feel that you are married to a man and you are struggling for the man to make it, go back to your father's house. What do you call struggle? If a man marries you and provides shelter for you, if a man marries you and is able to provide you a convention like a car, if a man marries you and is able to give you money, if a man marries you and you drive a car, you don't know how it's serviced, you don't know how insurance is paid, you don't know how roadworthy is paid, you don't know how fuel, you don't know anything. You don't know how it's run. And you find them finally coming to a point and say that I have struggled with him. Without me, he could have not owned this property. Without me, today somebody was sharing that with me. Say, Obani na bre momanka, nanka wambesi munjai. No, say, Obden Obani ye. Obanden oye no better than this kid. A man has paved his way what he wants to be. And you have the courage to believe that even though the man cannot afford, I'll be part of his ministry. then what he's supposed to be. Then you are hooting your horn everywhere that without you, he's nobody. Let's be careful. I don't buy into that principle. As a little digression, no man should make a mistake of getting married if you are not financially stable. I repeat, no man, even if you are meeting the most richest woman on earth, like Agrada, who has all the money, if you are Agrada is rich. Put all jokes aside. Agrada is rich. She has the money. Among the class of married women, Agrada is part of them. No, Agrada is rich. So it's not easy for a man to meet a woman like Agrada. But even if you meet a woman in that state of financial stability, exposed, and knows what time is it, if you meet a woman like that you want to marry, if you are not financially capable of managing the money they have with your money, don't agree to marry them. And I mean, you need a financial capacity to manage what they are bringing on board alongside what you have. Maybe, just maybe, whatever they have, you might have more or you might have less. But never allow what they have overshadow what you have. Call it ego, not pride. Because one of the other things, like I said the first time, for a woman to give respect is to discover herself, and then after discovering herself, get into that position of knowing what it means to be you. Go into yourself. Now, the second thing that happens here is that after discovering and taking all that you're supposed to take, one of the most sweetest thing you can do to yourself is to sit down and analyze who is a wife, who is a daughter, who is a son. The most important thing you need to learn is to know who you are and why you are who you are. Asa. Because women, this morning, Obadi was having a show about why men cheat. And I went to write, cheating is part of marriage. Cheating is part of marriage. And they say, wow, Counselor, I don't know, controversial. No. If you're not married, can you cheat? No. Once you get to that stage of your life, things become difficult for you. All these things I'm saying will not make sense to you now until you find yourself in that fixed. Let's learn how to respect our husbands, not our pastors, not the people who behave as if they were available to help. Well, as I go through the last 3 stages of how to respect your husband, please let me recap again that we are not discussing women who are not married. And most of you will say that, well, when he respects me, when he loves me, or when he respects me, I respect him back. I made it clear, and I want to emphatically tell you that when it comes to relationship of love, hear this word. What we can recognize is a two-way affair. The love is a two-way affair. If you respect me, you earn it. Now hear it. People say that respect is earned. No, in marriage, respect is not earned. In marriage, because of the uniform, you obey the orders. Obey before you complain. Pick up this obedience crazily. Let obedience be one of your basic principles of life. That because I've gotten myself a wife, I want to witness this wonderful life of mine. You yourself, you are visiting the wonderful life of yours. Am I a wife? If you are not sure, go back to your pictures and check. Oh yes, my bride price have been paid. So I'm a wife. It sounds funny, but when you lose your identity as a wife, you will disrespect your husband. What I've come to learn is what you don't know doesn't kill you. What you know can kill you easily if you don't know how to manage what you know. So the duty of a wife, without any question, and it's a must, is that you respect your husband. Wherever, whoever, which journal, which political party, which religious group, any group of persons that unfortunately group of of persons who are able to compare you to the side chick of your husband. Say who to them because they don't know what they're saying. They don't know what they're saying. Well, the next thing or the third one I want to say is this. If you learn and discover that you are a wife and you are able to live as a wife in recognition to the effort of your husband, then I want to promise you the next thing is learn how to run your home within your means. Oh, it's 6, okay. Learn how to run your home within your means. Don't run your home according to what your husband gives. Otherwise, you will curse him. Yes, you will. Otherwise, you will curse him. Why am I saying all this? I'm saying all this because investment of wifeship is a great investment. And once you have your investment, you will want to guard it jealously. May you respect your husband than any other person in your life. That's the next point. Come and say, I will respect my husband than any other man on earth that I know. I don't have. Let respect prevail. Let respect reign. Let respect stand tall. Well, it's not about the rings. It's not about the writing of the names, but it's about one thing, which I have said. The next point is that respect will let you know when to talk, when not to talk. Well, I go quiet and I think and I pray for you that any battle you're fighting as a wife, which is inching and stopping you from respecting your husband, hear me, work on it. Let me also tell you that if you want to really learn how to respect your wife, one of the things you should not stop doing, one of the things you will not let you stop doing is when you stop discovering yourself. Learn how to be a wife. Deliberate, conscious effort to be a wife. Wives are people who run as nurses, as cook, as mothers, as sisters, as friends. They learn to run everything within one request. That is what makes you a wife. But if your wife can go further to disrespect her husband by approaching other people, I think that if all of us will take a cue from what I've said so far, marriage that can easily be broken will still be a nice piece in the life celebration of a legend going. A lot of tributes were read, and in all the tributes that they were reading, there was something that keeps running. Daddy, you have lived well. Daddy, you have left a good name. Daddy will love you. Daddy will cherish you. It was rhyming in the booklet of Alaja Sumabanda. Well, be a wife. Respect your husband. Live a life that is unquestionable. Don't live a life that your husband must constantly ask you or command you on what to do. It's very important that you live with it. Very important. I rest my case here. If there's any question, the floor is open. If not, 10 minutes time, closing will catch up with us. Thank you. I'm waiting for you. Then whilst I wait for you, let me just bring this. If nobody has a question, let me then do this and do a wrap up. I also told you that most wives like to use the word sorry. Sorry and apology are not the same. One is difficult to do. One is very easy to do. So when people are saying sorry, it's a general expression of a feeling. General expression of a feeling. And that feeling is a bad feeling. So general expression of bad feeling about something or about somebody. The issue here is an expression of a feeling. So people say, I want you to give me your genuine, say sorry genuinely. I want the sorry to come from your inner self. Now, sorries can only come from people's inner selves if they believe that whatever they have done is not right. But where I know my right comes in, you cannot say sorry, but you know you're right. There are damages that you have caused as a result of your incompetentship as a wife. The level of incompetency that you have released by maybe saying bad words. How can your husband come home and you ask your husband, what did the doctor say? And your husband says that the doctor says this, that my prostate glands are enlarging, so I should intensify my sexual act. And you say, the doctor told you this. Then can you go back and tell the doctor that as for me, I am not a machine for that activity. He should prescribe a woman for you too as well, because this one I cannot stand. Hear me. You have shared an opinion, but this particular opinion that you just shared doesn't sound sensible from a wife. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I was saying something today when I was driving to myself. I said it to myself that as a wife, you wouldn't know your husband is a stupid husband until he dies. You will never know your husband is stupid until he dies. The death of your husband comes to justify or clarify how stupid he is to you. Mind you, the burial ceremony of your husband doesn't tell you who he is. But the burial ceremony of your husband puts you in a position of excitement, because the type of man you're married to give a category of some people to come and mourn the loss of your husband. And in mourning the loss of your husband, you are the cardinal person that they have to see. So you receive donations. So it will be difficult for you to know how stupid this man has been. But I'm saying this. Most women that fought their husbands, most women that insulted their husbands, most women that reported their husband to everybody who looks like a human being and not an animal, that everywhere you pass, somebody will call you. Look, the most painful thing is that your wife can report you to the family, and the family will take a stand not to ask. Your wife will add a caveat to the report. Mommy, even though I'm telling you about this, I don't want anybody to address it. I don't want anybody to call him and ask him. I am sharing with you because you are my family. Hear me. If you have an information and you share with your family and tell your family, I don't want you to call the man, but your family takes a stand against your husband, Why are you still in the marriage? No. I might not be speaking well, but listen to my conversation. I said that the death of your husband will expose his stupidity in the marriage. Same way here, my conversation is, if you find out that your husband is not what you want him to be, I mean, you just found out after maybe 20 years of marriage, you just discovered that your husband is not the man you thought he is. So, in your action as a wife, you want somebody to talk to so that your brain will be limited from the stupidity that you are exhibiting as a wife. So, you go and share with your family. They ask you questions and you give them answers because you have evidence, and that is why you are acting. I'm saying immediately you do that, remember that once your family have lost respect like you for your husband, what are you still doing there? Go to your family house. Go. Go. Don't stay there. Because if you stay in the marriage, you become a laughing stock. That above all the things you have said about the man, we see the two of you in a crowd more. Above all the things you have said around your husband, who he is, we still see you are there. Are you not going to tell them why you are there? I want the children to grow small. They are too small. If I leave them early like that, I will regret it. So I will stay behind and make sure that he does what he's supposed to do for me before I leave. Kalu. Kalu. So I am giving you a biblical example of the story I was sharing with you. The wife of a prophet went to the senior prophet to reintroduce herself. My name is Mrs. Kobe. I am the wife of one of your sons who passed on and you did a church service. I asked myself, I asked myself, why should the wife of this prophet, or why should the wife of these sons of the prophet go to the senior prophet for reintroduction, just that the senior prophet can do what he's supposed to do on behalf? Are you there? I know you might not love the lecture, but no matter what it is, we are in a school of marriage and relationship together. YouTube is recording it faithfully. Facebook is recording it faithfully. StreamYard gives us the opportunity to connect to each other. They also recorded it. And TikTok is running it into my iCloud, which is retrievable. I will continue my lecture on how to respect a husband. But this is a take home. When a woman went to Elijah and introduced himself, and I happened to be the one to help them for the sake of a guy who is good, his track record is not fine. So what I did was I looked for somebody else that is expensive. Never feel you are irreplaceable. Never feel you are irreplaceable because you have a legal backing, because you have a spiritual backing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Tonight, if you didn't hear anything at all, in my calm birthday stage, remember I said these few words to you. Discover yourself as a wife. Well, life is not short, death is. So, as I wrap up, discovering yourself, knowing who you are as a wife, remember to recognize the man and be careful not to expose the stupidity of the man. Now, watch it here. The scripture in the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, that gives a virtuous wife. It says, the husband is respected at the city gate because of the security man at the gate. A story was told of a small girl who daddy promised that I'm going to pick you at a certain vantage point because today I'm coming to your area. And faithfulness became the hallmark for this young girl. So, I want to still come back to encourage you. Don't give up. He's able. Don't give up. Don't give up. He is able to do exceedingly far above more than you can ever do. Don't give up. 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 So, like I said earlier on, sorry is an expression. I said it. Because unfortunately for us, there's something unique that we need to do right after the protection from his act of living. Mind you, your husband is your God. So, onyamia uhuno na wodono, onyankupa uhuno na wodono. Obika se odo nyankupo na otani ya oye otrufo. Onipa uhuno na wodono, onyankupa uhuno. So I'm saying that your husband is your God. How do you treat God? Do you ask God for money once a week and you don't ask again? Why do you act in accordance to wrong conferences? Well, I'm done. God willing, Monday, maybe we'll have a lecture. Abner, thank you so much. Rich Five, thank you so much. Esther, thank you so much. Once nobody has a question, let's all learn to know when to say sorry, which is part of respect, and when to apologize, which is part of respect. So I said it earlier on that sorry is used to express remorse or sympathy. Somebody has lost their father. You can use sorry. Sorry is a word that is used when these things you're looking for is there. However, Sorry is a personal way of coming to express your feelings towards an action, funeral, whatever. But on the other hand, the word sorry and apology is used interchangeably. So when you see sorry and apology, they can use them interchangeably. But apology happens to be a different word from the word sorry. Apology is used as a formal word, is used in a formal tone and used to represent the feeling of regret one has after doing something wrong. So they are not the same. It is an expression of the way actions are taken towards some level of gross disrespect. So when people say I'm sorry, it is just a matter of expressing they are remorseful and have sympathy. Their remorsefulness and sympathy is not basically towards you, but might be towards some members and not all of us. Finally, respect your husband. Don't compare your husband to any man. Let him know that you respect him, and by so doing, you'll be a wife and not a knife. Thank you for joining me today. This has been yours truly, Counselor George Lutrot. Sincerely speaking, I am honored you came. Without you, I wouldn't know where I'll be. I wouldn't know who I'll be teaching. But you came to learn something today as a wife. Learn to apologize. Learn to say sorry. Be remorseful and regretful by using the word sorry. But on the contrary, the word apology is a formal way of showing regret, and that is called apology. So they are not the same. Woman, use both. You are dragging this issue between your husband for too long. When conflict stays longer than your expiration, it destroys the totality of what you have built for a longer time. Good night. Who just came when I was closing? Good night. Wakalangi, okay. Good night. Infancy. I'll see you on Monday. Proudly brought to you by Makwa Ginger Honey Chips in the UK. You'll find Makwa Ginger Chips now in UK. In the US, all of 51 states in America. Hear me. Once you get Makwa ginger chips, Ubia see. You chew it once, you chew it two, and then you can realize that whatever is wrong with you will go. It's called Makwa ginger honey chips. If you go to Palms African shop in the UK, on the 10th Parkway, Chelmsford, you will find Makwa ginger chips and MSP 30 there. Very, very important to end our struggle. Once again, Makwa ginger honey chips is provided everywhere. Call me on 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. Makwa ginger honey chips. Makwa ginger honey chips. Obia siye. That is coming from Abranche Boachi. Obia siye. Good night.
Yare yo, yare yas. Obi benya one fi yare. Yamfa yare nsu nye nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy, we are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pocket, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055-000-5077. 055-000-5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.